Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. Now today we have another total scrap video and I'm just making some really simple tags out of recycled paper from Amazon. We have got some scrap paper and some string, and that's it. I have sewn around these, but again, that's optional. It's entirely up to you whether you want to do that. But they are really simple, and the reason I'm doing them like this is because I've got quite a few presents to wrap up and that for Christmas, and I know lots of people don't keep their tags and keep things like that. So these, I like to put tags and things on presents, but these ones are just ones that it doesn't matter if somebody throws it in the bin. You haven't spent hours and hours making a tag, and we know there's people that don't sort of like appreciate our work and they just sort of like pop it in the bin and things like that. So we know who the friends are like that, so this is when we give them the ones that don't take as much time, but we've still made something. Does that sound really mean? But it's true. I know it's true. So I've made these, and they're really simple, and they don't take very much time to do either. So all as I've got some scrap pieces of paper. Now this is paper, this is Christmas paper, but you don't have to use that. This is just a bundle that I had from last year that I used. Some of my these are journal cards, which are the recipe journal cards excuse me, and some of my papers here, and some of my little postcard ones here of the pack. So I've just used bits of that, and I've cut them up into the half an inch, or I think that's like 1.5 or something like that centimeters. That's what I've done it with anyway, and I just think they look really good. So it's just a little Christmas tree, and we have a little stack of presents here. I've got little blue ones, and I've got just little nice rustic. I think they look really sort of like rustic, don't they? Simple. They're not, it's not a new idea anyway, but I just wanted to come up because obviously my head at the moment is all over the place, obviously with mum. So I'm just thinking of some nice simple easy things that we can do and you can do, that I can show you. It's just a reminder. You suddenly think, oh yeah, that's how I used to do it, or I've done those before, and you just sort of like forget, because we have so many things, crafty bits and videos out there, don't we, that we want to do everything all at once. So this is just like a reminder of trying to use up some of your scraps. Now this is packaging, Amazon packaging, and all as I've done, I've taken it and I've just folded this into 3 like that, just roughly like this, and then we just tear them down. So we have, so each little section, the packaging that I get, it's probably the same as yours as well, is perforated, and it's like this wide, which is, we have, you know, just under 7.5 inches or 18.5 centimeters, and I've just sort of like torn it into 13 centimeters or about 5 inches. Excuse me. Let me put these little bits away, and then I'm going to take that, and all I'm going to do again is fold this piece into 3, just roughly. Super simple. We don't want to spend much time doing this. We want to do it as quick as we can, don't we? Because we can get lots and lots done. So I'm going to just fold this over. So my mum is doing really well at the moment. It was confirmed that she did have a mini stroke, bless her, but all is looking good. Her speech is slowly coming back, and it's only been a week, so I'm really happy. Her coordination and her balance is still a little bit off, but she's feeling better in herself. I think it's very difficult when you lose your confidence as well, and her speech, but we're doing good, so everything's good at the moment, so I'm really pleased. But I still can't think on proper videos to do, so I'm just doing some nice easy simple ones. no stress, easy peasy. So if you want to sit and do lots of mass making of these, it's a perfect one. And to use up all your Amazon packaging as well. So all I'm doing is squashing it down, popping them into 3 and gluing them down, so you end up with this. And then let's just take that top piece off, just tidy them up a little bit, cut your little taggy bits, so then we've got a tag shape. And then what I've done here, I have just sewn around them like that. So I have got some ready to do. Again, they can be folded as thick or as thin. They're going to be different sizes anyway, aren't they, depending on how you fold them. So we've got lots of them here. So I'm going to start using these ones because they're all ready, then I don't have to go to the sewing machine. So let's make our little tree first. Now I need a little bit of a scrap piece as well. So what I have done, I've just taken these bits and I'm going to just measure it, because obviously our tags are going to be different sizes. So there, I'm going to cut this piece here. So that's going to be the bottom piece, and then I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pop it like that, just so you've got sort of like 1/2 inch like that. And then I'm going to pop another piece like that, so then there's like a little 1/2 inch gap there. What other colour should we have? A nice red one. So I have got, I think I've got 7 on there. So I'm doing it like this because it's really easy to cut them and get them to the right sizes. So what's that, 5? Let's have a little bit of writing. 6, like that. Might have to make them go up just a little bit. And then pop this one on the end, 7. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that over. Now this is the bottom one, and I'm going to cut them all off here, like that. So then we have them, the different sizes. So we can just put them down like that. So it's really easy. So we know that they are all right and they match properly. Okay. That one doesn't go. So that's the easiest way that I found to do it anyway. So I'm going to make the little trunk. So I'm just going to take just a little piece, just a scrap piece. I'm going to glue this. And again, I'm going to just fold this into 3 or 4. I don't want a great big trunk. Just the bottom of the tree like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take my little dauber and just ink the sides, just so it looks like a little tree trunk. There we go. Just like that. Don't think we need it that long, do we? I'm going to take my glue, wherever I put my glue, and glue that down. So we're going to glue this one down first. Easy peasy. Pop these bits out of the way. We will glue that one on there. Now I've inked around some of these. This one I haven't inked around, but this one I have. So you can't really see that much of a difference, but I do like inking around them. But just for time's sake, I'm not going to ink around these ones because it takes a little while. So I'm just going to show you how simple it is. Now again, you can have them going straight, but I quite like them on a little angle, just a little lopsided, like that. Pop the little green one on, and they are super simple to make, which we love, don't we? Just pop them up like that. Now you could do these out of bits of scrap fabric as well. You could mix fabric in with them, paper and fabric, which would look quite nice as well, wouldn't it? But I just think these are really cute. Let's pop that one on there. And then we've got a little star to go on the top. Now if you've got text on your paper, make sure it's sort of like up the right way, just to make it look a little bit better. A little bit at the top, so I'm just going to pop that like that. Perfect. Now I have these little stars. Now I've had these for I don't know how long, years, and I can never find anything really to use them for. But they are perfect as a little tiny little tree topper, aren't they? And I'm going to pop that on there, a little bit of glue and a tiny little star. If I can pick it up. There we go, just a tiny little one there. Then we are going to get some string. I have got some bits of string here. I'm going to just do a little bow. Now I'm using string, you can use ribbon, use whatever you've got. But I've just got some bits of string that I had left over. So I'm just going to be using these bits, and then I will get my ball of string out when I've used these bits up. But look, it just looks so good. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue, just using my Fabric on this one, just so it sticks down a little bit better. And then we are going to, let me pop this lid on, make a little hole in the top, just like that. Is this going to be long enough, do you think? Maybe. Pop that through. And then I'm just going to tie it. Just pop a little knot in the top like that. Oops, if I can get it in, it's a bit lopsided. There we go. Just a little knot like that, and then that's perfect. Look at that. Now you could put a little bit of gesso over there, you could stamp on the back of it, but I am just going to leave them like that because I just think that's perfect. And then you can just write whoever it's to on there. But aren't they just the cutest? They are lovely. Super simple as well. Now I'm going to show you how to make the little parcel one. So let's take another tag. Now I'm going to take, what have we got? I've got this little bit of paper here, piece of one of my little postcards. Where's my little, this is what I was looking for, my little guillotine. Now this one's got the little Christmas chimes, so I think I'm going to use that down as one of the presents. Look, that looks good, doesn't it? Should we make this one a little bit squarer? So a little bit, let's chop that off like that, and then we will have just a little tiny one like that under there. Perfect. And what I'm going to do, I will ink these because they do need to be so that you can see them a little bit better. Ink around it, and then I'm going to fold it in half like that, just so it's got to gives you that sort of like cross, like it's been wrapped with string or ribbon without having to actually wrap these little bits of paper. So look, little parcel. They look a bit like windows actually, but that's okay. A little bit around. I'm going to just fold that there. So this is what I've just cut that off there, but just use your scrap pieces. Yeah, if you've got little squares that you've cut off anything, little leftover bits, it's just perfect, isn't it? Let's do this one. Down there. Down like that, and then these bits. See how easy it is to do. Now again, these are just sort of like reminders, because I know how all of you know how to do all these things, but you do forget, don't you? So it's a little bit of glue on there. Stick that down. Stick this down. And there. Oops. And the little square one can just, which way round? Can just sit there like that. Perfect. Now I need to get my string, because I don't know, maybe I could use this little bit to make the first bow. Just a little bow. I should have made some of these first, shouldn't I? Just make a quick little bow. Chop these little bits off. That can be one. You want something that's quite thin, don't you, for these? Nothing that's too thick. That's sort of like baker's twine. Was probably not baker's twine. What's it called? Like the things that you cut up onto your meat. I've got this one as well, actually. But I still think that's going to be too thick. I don't know. Maybe quite nice with a little bit of sparkle in it. But I just want them to look a little bit rustic on these ones. Like that. There we go. Oops. Okay, little blob of glue on here at the top of the present. One there, one there, and one there. Don't know whether you saw the video for the tapology video yesterday, but I had some absolutely beautiful thread in there. Not thread, what is it? It's like I suppose it is thread, isn't it? Look at that. Don't you think that just looks really, really nice? Now let's just, I probably should have put them a little bit further down, there's a bit of a gap. But then we could put a Happy Christmas one on there, couldn't we? Could put a little Happy Christmas tag on there, or if you've got a stamp. Actually, we could. If I had a stamp, I would stamp on there. There we go. Let's pop a little bit of this in there. Pop that through. Like that. Just going to tie them like this, because then they can just be tied onto your gifts then, can't they? If you tie like that, that can just be tied on to the piece of ribbon, or if you've got a bit of string around your gift. Look at that. I think they are really, really cute. Really, really simple. So you can cut out lots of your little squares, have it all ready, and then just put them all together. But look at these, I love them. So all made out of recycled stuff that you're going to throw away, so it's a real total scrap. And then I've got these little stars. Now I really can't remember where I got these from, but I've had them for years and years. So at last I've got, well, I'm going to use the little yellow ones anyway. Oh gosh, put that in there. So there we go, guys. That is a quick, simple little tag for you. So I hope you're going to give it a go, because it's really lovely. Another way to use up your Amazon packaging as well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me. Please stay safe. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.